So, hey guys, today we're taking a look at the other festival, Fusion X Synchro Festival Plus. What does it mean? That's a good starting point. Wrong button. All right. Event info. In this event, there will be an exclusive forbidden limited list. Yep. Only being able to include fusion monsters and synchro monsters. You can use some XYZ monsters and link monsters that mention fusion summoning and synchro summoning. Okay, I guess. That's the only difference. Oh, okay. We have some decks here. There are no links in this. Okay, so it's like the new Psychic Synchro Spam deck. And here we have Normal Summon Alistair and Verde. What does Shadol Fusion do? Like, what is Verte doing for you here? Not much, I don't think. Verte is just generically splashable into like every single deck in this event, then. Cool. I sure love getting sacked. And then this is just Gen X. No idea what that deck is supposed to do, just put up a billion negates, I guess. Cool. Baron's legal for this event, though, finally. That's something. I mean, you could easily just play Blackwing, like, normally, right? I mean, your whole deck is just Synchro, so always a good kind of budget option. DD, with DD, they probably hit Gilgamesh, right? Cool. That's something. Honestly, with the description of this event, I'm not feeling very, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Motivated. Why have we hit Memento here? What did Memento do wrong? Okay, Memento. These hits aren't even like super big hits, honestly. The Tatsu hit is probably the biggest one. I've already been playing with one Creation King, and it doesn't bother me at all. Never had to really grab the second one, but huh. Memento is hit. What have we hit? Just out of curiosity. So if we go to limited, Millennium cards hit. Beansmith is hit. But it's probably still playable if they left in Graveyard 1. They hit Tier as well. They hit Branded. They hit. Well, did they hit Super V? No, that was. It was that's normally at 1. Okay. Nothing super interesting here. I mean, Lunala hit. Uh, Runic hit, I think, right? Yeah. So, do we have this as an option? Yep. That's also an option. So you can just Verte, go into these two mid combo or after you're done your combo, because why wouldn't you be able to do this? Okay then. I mean, the most chill thing I could do is probably just drop 3 Dragoons. So yeah, that's a thing. Wait, I forgot to check. What about Ricodale? Um, they just did some small consistency hits on Dracodale. Um, oh, okay, I guess. Hmm. Well, I'm not necessarily going to play this list, but we have one Dragoon for free with Verte, pretty much. Now we just have to figure out how we're summoning two Dragoons. Really, right? Well, they don't even have to be summoned on the same turn, necessarily. But we require a Dark Magician or a card cosplaying as Dark Magician, essentially. So, how do we do this? Do we play Dark Magician, or do we play a card that just copies Dark Magician? Hmm. Well, we will grab Red Eyes Fusion for sure, right? And also Red Eyes Black Dragon. We might need multiple Dark Magicians now that I think about it, because Red Eyes Fusion, right? But we can just not play Red Eyes Fusion, and then we can cut Black Dragon, and then instead play Magicalized Fusion, I think. That's what it's called, right? Yeah. And then we can rotate for that instead. We can send Dark Magician somehow, or put Dark Magician on the field, that would work. I mean, the freest way to do this is like with a branded fusion, right? But then we're locked out Verte, so it's like in a no bueno. Hmm. Do we want to put Dark Magician on the field? We can technically search this and put it in our hand, I think. I mean, we don't have a card like Sengan to search it, right? This doesn't have the appropriate stat line for Sengan anyways. Is there anything we can do with this? What about this? Wait, I just remembered something. There is a card with the name Dark Magician, but specifically only in the graveyard. I don't think that's really going to work that well, is it? Dark Magician the Dragon Knight, so you can send this from your extra deck. But actually, do we need to do that? Wait. Prisma. Reveal one. Send one of those fusion materials. And then this copies the name. So if I use this, plus a dragon, form a fusion summon, doesn't really matter what the dragon I use is, right? We can reveal Dark Magician the Dragon Knight. Send Dark Magician. Then we go Dark Magician. Plus whatever dragon we used with Prisma. That's like second guy. But we're still missing one, right? I think we would probably want Red Eyes Fusion here then. Cool. This is most of the way there, honestly. It's just a matter of how we want to put Prisma on the field. This is Fusion plus Synchro, right? So we should maybe be able to do something with Punk. Perhaps. If we were to use a Soul Day, that'd be free. But there's no Soul Day here, right? So what's the play? How do we access Prisma? A hero lives helps, I guess. If we were to do something like that. This is an elemental hero, right? Yeah. So we could do that, and that would help. And then we have Shadow Mist, actually, right? If we can send Shadow Mist, this guarantees us Prisma. We will have to run like multiple bricks and multiple Dark Magicians though potentially, which I don't like fully like that much, but it's the price you pay. Let's see. Dark Magician. No, we'll just throw in 3 for the time being until I figure out how many we need. But there's also the idea of using like Muddy Mud Dragon. Summon this on field. This can be used. Place of Dark Magician. Then it gets into the graveyard. We can use it in place of Dark Magician again later. I kind of like that. That might be easier to pull off than the Prisma stuff. So we just have to make Synchro 6, right? Don't necessarily need these guys then. Potentially. We'll at least leave the Dark Magician. Or maybe like Verte, Sense Red Ice Fusion, maybe? I mean, Punk can do a solid job of getting into this. So you can go like all of these guys. Punk isn't hit at all. You can just play normal Punk at full power. Well, that's something. Certainly something. Okay. Sure, we'll just throw in all these guys for the time being. More Punk names is useful, after all. Wait. Was the XYZ legal? Or am I seeing things? What does this have to do with fusion or synchro summoning? Okay, but we're not allowed Gilgamesh. Oh, okay, sure. Well, clearly there's some Punk fans working at Konami HQ, but let's see. From here, we need E-Telly, and we still need some sort of dragon. If I recall correctly, neither of these guys are dragons. None of them are dragons. So we'll have to figure out something for the dragons part of this. And then we'll need to figure out how to perform some sort of fusion summon a second time. Could be on our opponent's turn, could be on our turn. It wouldn't really matter, right? Well, actually there is a monster we can summon, right? But there's a lock on it with Lubellion, but with the order, if you could make this work, this actually goes pretty far. There's a fusion lock right here, but technically if we were to summon like Verte first and then go Lubellion, we could then activate Verte effect later. So that there's like that idea, I guess. If we have our normal summon, we can Primite, right? And then there's a Primite fusion spell that we have now. So there's this idea as well, which I think is not too bad, and we do have some draw power. Consistency. Consistency. Primite fusion. Drill beam. We don't play Roar because that's not going to really work out, is it? And then from here we need, what was it? It was like a level 3 light, maybe not light actually. Level 3 non-tuner. That is Psychic. What's the name of this monster again? It's not Psychic Wielder, because that one is tuner, right? Psychic Tracker, right? We can easily special summon this. And then that'll be like easy Muddy Mud Dragon, right? Then from here we don't actually have a dragon, which is kind of problematic. But we do have like the idea of using Ether Burl, potentially, if we normal summon Ether Burl, right? So that's doable. And then what does Primite Fusion actually say on it? Shuffling its materials from your field, graveyard, and or banishment into the deck. including a normal monster. Wait, that works surprisingly well with this because we can then just shuffle back Dark Magician, right? And this doesn't lock you. Oh yeah, we can literally just normal summon Etherbro. And then we can... How do we summon... Or how do we send Dark Magician, actually? The issue is Verte locking us, really. That's the new issue now. So if we go, like, Lordly Load effect, summon Dark Magician, and then shuffle him back, we won't be able to do Verte effect because of Lordly Load's effect. Close. So close, yet so far. I think we just need another dragon monster aside from, like, Etherbro, right? Let's see what XYZ 8s are even legal, if any. Literally just that one? What? Is that actually right? Or do I still have my filters on? My brain was refusing to see that, but okay. I guess. XYZ. If we could XYZ summon, that'd be nice. Are we allowed any links we want? Not really, right? We can do a Synchro, though. What levels do we have to even Synchro with here? 3, 8, 3, 4. That could work. We go Synchro 7. It's not even that useful. But we could go Ancient Fairy Dragon, grab ourselves another field spell. Afterwards... Yes. If Ancient Fairy Dragon were legal. Otherwise we can still make something, right? Ah. So it is legal. Okay. And then that can get us an additional body, but we're like lacking in the cards department here. If we special summon like Etherbro, that does literally nothing. But yeah, just being a dragon would be enough, right? But wait, if we have to do it with Etherbro, that doesn't make sense. Back to the drawing board. So the problem is we need Etherbro to activate its on-field effect, probably, to send a normal monster from your deck to the graveyard. If we could reborn Etherbro, that'd be fine then, right? Ah. That's actually a lot better. This works now. I think, right? So, normal summon Etherbro effects, yada yada, you would use these, and then we somehow need enough materials to make Cross Sheep first. Kinda. And we'll special summon Rising Carp at some point. We have 2 opportunities to trigger Cross Sheep technically with Rising Carp. So it'll be, one of them is with Deer Note effect, the other is going to be Rising Carp's initial summon. I don't think the initial summon's like that good of a time. So we'll do it when Deer Note is using its effect. And we'll reborn the Rising Carp. Then that'll trigger Cross Sheep to reborn, I guess, like Etherbro. And then we can go like Mighty Wit Dragon, Etherbro, yada yada. And then we can link off Cross Sheep later for Verte with something else. Which we should have something. Will we have enough like cards in hand to discard for like Dragon? No. No. There's not a single world where that'll happen, but you know. Uh, it is what it is. Okay. Ash Blossom. Is there something that would be solid that gives us like more cards? Does Fiendsmith do anything? Nah, there's not even a Lurie here. That's funny. Didn't know about, or not the Lurie, the Engraver or whatever, the Link one's banned. Okay. So from here, what are we doing? Fusion, Synchro, card advantage, question mark. Tyrion? I mean, if we don't care about like being mad Ricky, then we could do this. Technically, and these are just extra bodies. So normally you would go Crimson Dragon, but in this line we can just completely forsake that and just use this for extra draws. Yeah, that's it. Okay, just put this in and hope for the best, really. One of these. You can grab one of those, that's fine. Ancient Fairy Dragon, would that have been useful here? Oh wait, that grabs the field spell for the... Oh, wait, that actually works. And we can still use these guys as dragons too, because both of these guys are dragons. And we're not necessarily going to use the quick synchro. I mean, we could, but we're mostly using this to get us like cards, right? Idea. Summon this, summons this, draw one, summons that, draw two. That's about where I'm at. Or we can do Auxilla to grab Phalanx, and then we have Phalanx. So we can discard this. Maybe, right? Well, this is starting to look very dumb. But, you know, if it works, it works. That can definitely make 3 Dragoon, right? I think we have enough material to work it out somehow. We can even send the Centurion field spell with, like, where is he? That one guy. Gargoyle too. Or like an extra body, and that'll probably be something. Be useful, maybe. If we draw like 5 times, we'll just surely see Etherburl or Lordly Load. Otherwise, we can end on 2 Dragoon, you know? A bit of a compromise, but we will get into the 3rd Dragoon technically eventually. So it's not even that bad. Can we make Hieratic Seals? Damn, that'd be a dream. Seals pass. Oh. Then what else is there? I don't know. Second Legatia, I guess. Guy ran out of things to put in the extra deck. So yeah. That's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video, where you could convince me to play this, honestly, because it's funny. But aside from that, yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.